Hey, Rumlin here with Hunter, and welcome back to SkyBlock. Another day of letting, 2 day, did we do this yesterday? Real time yesterday? I don't know. Been letting it run and accumulating some stuff. I've got, in fact, I'm just gonna set one of these up. Because what?
Don't ask me what day it is before I've had some caffeine.
Oh, okay. Give me another one of these. I'm just gonna leave it down there. And the slime thing we did last time is absolutely working to the point that it's a thing. There's a slime now that's dying for no reason because this box is just full. I added some more, blocks to walk on, slabs, vines to climb up and down. The problem with climbing up is that the grating, whatever that stuff is, you have to walk around it, so you have to go, slow down to do it. But yeah, this stuff is just full, and so might as well consolidate it into cubes, and we'll just dump it in the sorting system and let it go into overspill or whatever. But yeah, that we have this much handled, so that's off, the list. It is actually. It's not on the list at all anymore. Give me a couple of these and that. See what we can do about this. I can just go back. So that's floating there because that's still, whatever, catch up. So I made a couple of new lists in a way. I also did this, thinking about it. Ditch these because they go away now. And, I set up a, vine here too. I sealed this up so you don't go in, and because I did that. I had to break out the top and fly out. But, you can climb up here too if you just want to get up. We could probably do a water lift sometime, or a few actually, to get up and down from down there. But there's this, and of course those are going through now. It's nighttime. I don't know when you slept last, officially. Let me pause this. We'll come back in the morning. Hang on. All right. So incidentally, a cat showed up, so I gave it some fish. We have a new one. Yeah, new list looks like, well, okay, new list looks like this. We need to shoot a skeleton from some distance, wherever that even is. That?
Need is a strong word.
What? Well, it says to. Sheep, or we could do a, thing to auto-produce wool for us forever and ever. Striders are on the something list that, we can do the pig right now. We do actually have saddles, I found some. And the wither, is the one thing, because we got the dragon. So, I mean, by that metric, we've won the game. We're done. But we could talk about doing withers, partly, well, yeah, plural, because, apparently there's a 50% probability if you, kill the wither, when you kill the wither. It's not that complicated, honestly. Dragon heads, that's from flying around the ends of these. So are the shovels, by the way. If we need shovels, I found a few in the end. Gonna want some string from somewhere.
Yeah, I found one too, but it was iron, so I held on to it.
Iron what? Oh, shovel?
Yeah, it's got efficiency, and I'm breaking on it, so.
Is that? Yeah, that's right. Is there sticks in here, or do I have to go make some? Yeah, there we go. Let me make a couple of fishing rods that aren't to keep. And grab a couple of carrots, and we'll get half of this cheese real quick. The other thing is I'm still thinking about the monument. I went out and, let me put this on a pig so we have that handled. Here, take this. I went out and looked at the monument. These are the measurements, essentially, on it. I just went into spectator mode to look. That's how I found out what the base was. Base of it was, by the way. If there's a sponge anywhere in that damn thing, I couldn't find it. So I think it's probably just one of those unfortunate spongeless monuments, basically. Just give me a carrot real quick. That'll work. And can I? Okay. So where are you? Have this. Because you'll want that for what we're up to. And let me find that pig I just saddled. There he is. If I just get on you, okay, and then if I... So this should get, at some point, I don't know how far you have to go with it. Let's find out. More than that. I don't know what the distance is. And it's not going to tell me much because we also have to do the strider to make this work. Sarah, what the hell? Ride pig. Well, this is a pig and I'm riding it. How far do you want me to go with it? That's about the distance it can go without turning in here. Is it what in hell? Hey. Get off the pig. Give me the pig back. Do you have to have this in your hand when you get on it? This might be another one that's not working. We have a couple like that. We have this one, for example. I have distracted the hell out of piglins, and it doesn't matter. Unless it has to be in, like, the, where the striders are, in fact. Do I have to, maybe if I turn it? I guess I was just waddling along on it. It doesn't seem to... Still not it. I have no idea how far you have to ride on one of these things to get it to care that you did it. Does that do any good? Do I have to get off it again first? What do you want from me? It's just not that simple. Well, you can play with it. Stash this in anticipation that it might one day work. The other saddle, I'll just, wear... Do I have space in here for things? That'll work. Probably that book, too. I'm not really physically using necessarily at the moment. Yeah, so we have whatever that's about. Yeah, skeletons... The trick with that is you have to be 50 meters away and shoot it, which we can do, except we don't have anywhere for a skeleton to spawn that's ever 50 meters away from us. So we'd have to set something up that would basically just spawn any monster. Wait for it to be a skeleton, shoot the thing, each of us has to do it, so there'd have to be two.
If you're going for that, we're gonna have to find another trader that's selling moss and those leaf things, because...
Moss and leaf things? Why?
Because just touching the moss like I did didn't give me one of two.
This one?
Yeah.
I stashed it in here, I think. So it's somewhere.
Yeah, you had me converting and digging up moss.
That should have... Okay. Did you get the other one, the drip leaf one?
No.
Oh, well, maybe it's just about that. Did you touch the drip leaf stuff?
No.
Oh, that's probably exactly what it's about. You need more than one, because you could buy that other from the moss pile. Here's drip leaf you can fondle. I guess. Just awesome. Might be able to just give... Oh, you're off the pig now. Take that, I guess.
No.
Huh.
What's that?
Maybe you have to physically buy it. That's weird. I can't imagine why that would be the case. It hasn't been the case for anything else. Let me look at exactly what it says. Yeah, it does say to get it from the trader, so... Well, the wanded ring. One wing to wanded them all. I don't know. Anyway, about the monument. We can do the... Well, doing the wither is itself really pretty easy. You just you go into the end and build it under the bedrock shrine thingy where the egg came from, where the egg was floating. Getting the skulls is another matter, and we're not doing too well with getting those. We wouldn't be. Let's go. Let me go in here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so in here we have a village of morons who climb vines. And the occasional, because we're close and please don't touch me. We're close enough to the fortress over there, that's a fortress, that we get fortress stuff in here, like, I don't see any, well, yeah, I don't see any. Blazes occasionally spawn, and, spookies, wither skeletons spawn. The problem is that while the iron guys who would spawn if they chatted enough to get one to happen and kill all this stuff, they can kill a wither for us. It happens, I don't know, once a week or so. But they don't count as something that gets us skulls, so we get coal occasionally, usually well, almost always in the ovens there. We get feathers and chicken stuff too. I don't think you can ever get a skull from a golem killing your wither for you, the wither skeleton for you. Dogs would get it for us, but that means setting up dogs and having them somehow survive in there when they just wouldn't, so that's not it. To get enough wither skulls ever to talk about doing this, we're going to want to go over here. And again, this apparently is part of the fortress. So that gives us some kind of idea how big... We know that the egg crate, for example, is part of the fortress. That's where we got blazes in the first place. So if we basically made some changes here, turned this into basically a fortressy platform kind of deal, we could get things like spookies and everything else, whatever, to freely spawn, and potentially fall down where we could just swat them with looting sword, and get as many skulls as we can. I mean, over time it would just happen. I'm trying to think if well, you wouldn't get a spooky in here because they're too tall to spawn under this ceiling. We are getting blazes in here when there was in glass. We'd probably want a ceiling because we'd get blazes and we want to keep them contained. But it would be higher up so spookies could happen, and then we'd be beneath that where they could fall down and we just swat. They fall down where they can't get out and we'd swat them. I'm trying to think what would coax a spooky into going down a hole that we have. And the only thing I can really think of that would be anything like available around here would be a piglin. If we, tamed a piglin, well, you can't tame one, but if you isolated one and name tagged it, like we did here, that guy. Arguably, if he were in the center of a big thing, this doesn't let me out of here, does it? Then the spookies would spawn, run toward him, miss, fall down. We swat him, that's how it works. I guess some gold saved up, right? Doesn't matter, I'm just curious. And then if we think it needs to be nethery enough, we can make it out of what are these things? These turn into these, and we build more fortress out of that. And I think as long as it's geographically in the right spot and made out of that, we should get spookies and whatever else. So it's a thought. It's a process. I don't know if I want to do it right now.
I finally managed to get the pig ridey thing.
Oh, why?
I don't know.
Okay.
I looped around the.
So it might just be a matter of total distance within before you get off the thing.
My fishing rod was down by like a quarter.
Well, that's something to tell me. Yeah, I guess we could make more.
We would have to anyway, because if we also have to do a strider, that's a completely different vegetable.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Alright, let's apparently take a nap and come back in a minute. We'll talk about what we can do today. Well, I'm trying this. It's not even using up the fishing rod, so I don't know what if I do this. Does it? Oh wait, that actually used it up a bit. That's weird.
Oh,
Maybe I fed it, or I don't know.
maybe. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing.
Yeah, that was okay. Fine. So that's handled. We can do a chicken thing too, by the way. So damn it to hell. Yeah, that's basically not gonna. Yeah, it needs to be a nether fruit of some kind, huh?
Uh, yeah, I think it's technically not a vegetable at all. I think it's one of the mushrooms.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so I don't need that or okay, whatever. Um, I put the nether bricks that I made in here, so right there. Yeah, as far as so, yeah, the wither is going to be complicated, but it has nothing to do with the monument. So what I'm thinking, let's go over there for a sec. I'm gonna. You can't really fly there. I tried that, and it doesn't. The map isn't loading well enough to let me find the damn thing. I mean, it probably could. You just have to know exactly where to go, and then hang out in the air until it shows up. It's lagging all the hell. Oh, we also need to get copper from a drowned.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which I haven't successfully done that because with the lag, it's really hard to shoot in the thing with a bow and get it to happen. Let me go to the monument. We're gonna just make a couple of things more better. Hang on a minute. All right, so I'm out of food now. And so there's the monument. Let me show you what I already know. Game mode, spectator. I don't know why I jumped. There, there just aren't any sponges in this thing. It's that simple. And I've looked. I went through the right way and punched out walls to make sure I wasn't missing anything. There is not a sponge room anywhere. It's going to be funny if I find one suddenly, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. No, nothing. There's just nowhere they can be hiding at this point. So we don't have that. I've been trying to think for a few days now of any way. I mean, you need sponges to drain one of these. It's just there are theoretically other ways, but without there's nowhere to there's nothing down here is the problem. So even if we built a platform and somehow had something to stand on down there, and somehow had enough sand or gravel or both or whatever to seal this thing up from the outside, and then maybe do a flying machine with sponge because we have sponge cubes now. We'd have to level this thing in the water with fish bothering us, and then skim it from the top down. And I'm just not sure that. I mean, the fact that I would have to cheat to fix this is just what it is. You can't say that that's not happening. I can't believe there's no sponges anywhere. There just aren't. So I left my book somewhere. And then of course I can't find anything in the world because there it is. Actually, let's just. I'm trying to think what the code is because I don't typically cheat much. Let's see here. Should be. So 728, 61, 840, I think I can probably do. Well, that's easy. So, Give me a sec. Alright, I got the numbers written down somewhere else. What? Why? Don't. I'm not great with this, but let's try. It should be like fill 728 by 61 by 840 to, let's say, 790 60 902. And I want to do I want air Oh wow, there's new types of air. To replace water. Okay. That's actually... What did I do wrong? Oh, it's just taking a while. Wow. Or is it not? What did I do wrong? It's growing back, so I missed something. Hang on, I'm confused about something now. I obviously missed something. I just only got that much. What the hell is over here that I didn't get? What am I wrong about? 799.02. Which it seems like I accounted for. What did I tell you to do that I'm... 728, 840, 799.02. How is that only this... Okay, well, look. That spot right there... You know, let's go this far. Oh, I can't. So... 799.03. That's just weird. Huh. Well, let me... I can't imagine what I got wrong. None of it's negative. It's not like I did that wrong. What if I go bigger than that? Like 58 maybe. Okay, what if I go... hang on a sec. The farther I go back is 908. Okay. So let's just try... I don't know why this isn't working. I'm just confused. 800 maybe? Is that better? Yeah, okay. And then we just do that, but, you know, lower. Let's try... if I go 50, is it way too much? Yeah. 55, maybe. That wasn't too many, right? Now if I go 50, is it too much? So yeah, this is extraordinarily cheaty, but it's this or we don't do it at all, I think. So we're just going to do it this way. I don't know if maybe I just wasn't even supposed to be able to do what I'm doing. But it's how it's going to be. One more because I know that the thing goes down to 31. But then I have a question if the water... And it's all dried out in here too. That's going to be 31 right there. Well, 30, whatever it is. It's still... Okay, so everything down here was flowing water. That's okay. We can get away with that. My concern is that if we... Now we have to break this all out with pickaxes, which is fine. I actually kind of like doing that. But, if we fall down, we do. We don't get out of falling down. So... That's, you know, good and bad. We can't even at this point technically get to it, except that I have wings. Oh, on the topic of wings, give me this. I gotta go home for something. Well, no, I can just use that, actually. All right, well, I still have to get... Can I get up there once I'm over? Let's find out. Well, I can fall inside, because that's just perfect. I want to make a note of where the middle of this thing is, broadly. I mean, within, you know, plus minus 5 meters or so. That can move. Let's just smack this, like, right... What is that, even? 8... That's 870. 869, 870... If I put it there, what does it look like? Okay, it's off by 2, but whatever. That's, we're going to think of as the middle. Leave that there so we know where to start when we replace this with something. And I guess we just sort of commit to leveling this damn thing. Which at some point is going to mean getting all the way down to here, and then, you know, you go through the bottom of this thing and you're dead. You fall into water that's receding, it won't be there. But that's okay. I mean, we get how that works. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Which, you know, we have 5 minutes left. So, it's not a complicated concept. You just take out, I have silk touch, so I'm going to get these lights, I suppose. Probably. We're going to want to set up shulker boxes or something that we can carry this stuff back out of here. We're also going to have to watch a little bit for nighttime, because as we tear this down, it's going to get darker and darker on a surface where things can spawn that could work against us. But anyway, with the
I did it.
oh, what?
I got copper.
Good, I'll be right there. Let me think where you are. I'm going to teleport home, after a fashion. Apparently that's a thing. Yay. And I might still be sort of flying. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where you are over here, aren't you?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Let me finish flying down to you for a long time. And is it just in the box, or do you have it?
I've been stepping back and then coming over when I see one,
Right.
shooting it, making sure that...
Okay, cool, so that's handled. And if we want lots of copper, we know that we don't want to do that, but whatever. Go home, I guess. Yeah, we have shulker boxes generally anyway. We can always get more. We know where to look in the... Well, we know that the end exists, and we can just fly around looking for cities until we get more shulker boxes, but... I've got all of these, which are like, I would say color-coded, but that's the opposite of helpful for me. But the point is, we can stash... I have 17 in here, you have that, and however many, and then we probably have some leftovers somewhere that I'm not sure where they would have wound up.
I have... My side of the ender chest is almost full of shulker boxes.
Alright, so we have like 50 of them at least. Probably. Alright, cool, let's just go with that. Yeah, so that is where we are on that. We got the pig thing and the copper thing without cheating. We drained a monument with cheating, but from now on we're not cheating, at least not in that regard, I hope. Where are we on time? Are we over, under? Yeah, we actually have 2 minutes left if you want to talk about it. Now, let's go. We'll probably just level that monument as much as we can, because why film it? Might think towards kind of a glass base for it or something that nothing will spawn on, but we can walk on it when we need to. And then we'll move on to the next step regarding that, which is going to be kind of something we've done before, but not in the same way, so we'll talk about it then. Alright, well, we'll see you next time anyway, so bye.